Okay. Here we go. That's nice. That's so nice.
Alex can't hear us.
Where is he actually? Oh
No,
It's not on the Zoom. I'm just going to record what I write.
Oh, is that why you do that?
Yep.
Yeah, because your videos, I can always hear students talk in the background, and I get really.
No, he just has like students that he keeps after class.
And he's like screaming at them.
Do we want to hit some lights? Can you guys see that okay?
Maybe.
Maybe hit one.
No, that's because they do it in
Sure, whatever makes you happy.
Get better soon.
Can you guys see your? Okay. All right. I like to throw the rule out there. It may not make sense right off the bat, but we're going to come back to it and it's going to make sense by the end of today, hopefully.
Oh my God, people have asked. No, because I think what we're learning now is for this. Right? Today is the 20th. It's Dave's birthday. You know what I was trying to do? What? Oh, I'm kidding.
Justin.
Okay, what does X intercept mean?
Where it crosses the X intercept.
Where it crosses the X axis.
That's what I meant.
Where it crosses the X.
And we're going to see that sometimes and where that point is our solution.
Bless you.
Sometimes it's going to cross the x-axis once, sometimes twice, sometimes not at all. We're going to talk about that. Not 3 times.
What if it's like a swirly? Are we gonna learn that?
That might be like x to the 4th.
Tyler, just one more question about.
That's going to come in calculus when you're a senior.
Then I'm gonna prove you wrong. It can.
I'm not doing
Wait,
that.
what is going on?
Okay,
Would you recommend studying?
so we're going to start right off the bat. We're going to try to solve this equation, x squared minus 4. As I said, there's going to be a variety of ways to do this. We're going to get into each method, but today it's all about graphing. So we're going to graph this equation and determine where it crosses the x-axis. Since it sounded like the table method was a little confusing yesterday, let's review how we can graph an equation using the table method.
I understand.
So it's going to be, we're going to do a few columns. And it's going to be x squared minus 4. That's our equation. And then we're going to end up with a y term. Now, generally, we're going to do -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Let's start with -2.
Vanessa told me for the table, you do x comma y for the second one, or for the last one.
Yeah, you do X.
It doesn't really matter because X is already there. And then there's.
There's more than one way to do it.
Oh, so we're not doing X, Y.
We're just doing Y.
Because the X is already.
We're gonna need both points. So if you wanted to create a table that says x, y, you can, but really, this is going to be the x coordinate, and whatever we get for y is going to be our y coordinate. So it's good to bring that up. So thank you for doing that. So I just pulled -2 out of the air. I'm going to plug that in, see what I get for y. -2 squared minus 4. What's -2 squared?
4.
Positive 4 minus 4. So that's going to give me 0. So yes, our point here is going to be -2 comma 0. If you want to write a third column, the fourth column to make that really obvious, you certainly can.
Tyler,
Yes.
Why on the test yesterday were we not allowed to use our graphing calculators? Is it because you were scared we were just gonna graph it?
Yeah, I was so scared. I have nightmares about it.
No, I'm.
Yeah, because I wanted you to do it by hand, because you're right. You could just type it into your calculator and see the graph. I wanted you to do it this old school way. Okay, now let's plug in -1 into our equation. So -1 squared minus 4. Let me know if you have any questions with -1 squared.
2.
Nope.
No, it's just negative. Oh.
+1. -1 times -1.
So 3. Oh.
-3.
Yeah, -1 common. I mean, yeah.
If you're feeling this, you can go ahead. We're going to do 0, 1, and 2.
I noticed a pattern. Did you? It's just the opposite. It's going down, going down.
Did I do that right?
-4. Mine's your limit.
Okay, so here are all of our points: -2, 0, -1, 3, 0, -4. Let's create a simple equation, not equation, a coordinate plane. Thank you. -2, 0, 1, 2. Boom. -1, -3. 1, 2, 3. 0, 4. 1, -3. 2, 0.
I love plotting points. It's actually so relaxing.
Yeah, because you just
It's
find
not
it.
relaxing. Until you can go straight.
No, but you just use a ruler.
Or you just use the lines under.
Wait, what? Mine are like psycho.
Oh, that makes sense.
What? Did I do something wrong?
I don't think so, but maybe your thing is relaxing because I just
Like
messed it
nice
up.
shirt thought you made.
Axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry.
Oh, we're still doing the same thing we were. Okay. Yeah. Tell me, I hate across the circle.
So strong.
Wait, so what's the y intersection?
Where does it cross the Y?
Wait, I thought we were just doing
It crosses it at -4.
That's what we did. I don't know.
Four.
It's not gonna
That
be
y
that.
intercept is -4.
It's not a must.
Oh.
So just do one at a time. Where's -2, 0? Okay, you skipped ahead. Maybe that's why.
Like, stop skipping.
Well, you can do it out of order if you want, as long as it makes sense to you.
I just think getting really confused.
Okay, well, do you feel better about it now?
So the axis of symmetry right now is just the y axis.
Correct.
So it's not like anywhere else.
It's not anywhere else.
But
It
it
can only
can
be
be.
one.
It can be.
Yeah, it can be anywhere.
Got it. Okay, sorry, Tyler really think that.
Okay, so if we were solving this equation, y equals x squared minus 4, what's our solution? Well, what's the rule when we're graphing? What are we looking for?
Make a table.
What is our rule? What did we write first thing?
We're looking for the X intercept.
We're looking for the X intercepts. So they are right here and right here. Again, the X intercepts, are where the graph crosses the X axis. So the point here is -2, 0, X and Y. And over here, it's 2, 0. So our solution is the 2. We're not worried about the Y terms. We're just worried about the X. So our solution is X equals +and -2. That's our solution. That's the answer. When I say solve this equation, y equals x squared minus 4, what's the solution? The solution is positive and negative 2.
Oh, that's what it was.
Makes sense.
And if we look at our table, our x-intercepts are where y is going to be 0. So we could look at a table and determine that these are our solutions as well to negative 2, because that's where y equals 0. That's what's next. Now, the reason this works, remember we started with y equals x squared minus 4. The reason this works for solving equations, we're going to do this over and over again. We're going to set that y to 0. So that it looks like 0 equals x squared minus 4. So what we have done with our solution is what x values make this statement true? Well, we have two values. We have 0 equals negative 2 squared minus 4. At this point, I'm just checking to see if this is going to work out. Negative 2 squared is 4 minus 4. Well, that works out. 4 minus 4 is 0. Check. The other solution we have, 0 equals positive 2 squared minus 4. Again, I'm just taking that original equation and I'm plugging in the solution for x. Negative 2 over here, positive 2 over here. Same idea. 0 equals 4 minus 4. Check. So this is the checking that we just did. That's it.
Are we gonna have a chapter test? Or are we gonna just have an engineer?
Are we going to? Yes, we're going to have a chapter test that includes what we did, the quiz from yesterday.
It's gonna be really big. Well, I know you don't know yet.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's a lot of material,
It's gonna be
for sure.
probably 1 in a million.
Probably closer to 1 million. Questions on this? All right, let's make our lives easier, shall we? We can just type this into the calculator and determine the x-intercepts. Let's figure out how to do that. I need someone's lit up nice calculator.
Mine is not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. I'm scared. It's actually gonna be really big. I'm working about it. When do you think we're gonna have this ginormous test that you're?
I'm so stressed about it.
This one crosses 3 times.
It's like
so
y'all
only
did,
like
so.
14 problems.
That's true. I don't know about that. Okay.
Well, you haven't learned this?
No, I don't think so. I only go up to algebra. After that, I'm worthless.
As a graduation present, a new calculator, so he doesn't have to steal students.
Yes.
Doesn't he have one? Yeah, that mini one that's like green.
Let's turn him into the goblin.
Okay. We are going to solve, this is what we're going to do in our calculator. Y equals negative x squared plus 4. What is the solution? We're going to graph this on our calculator and figure out the x-intercepts. So, and really what we're doing is we're setting it to 0. We'll get to that later. So y equals negative x squared can you see? What a struggle. Come on, baby.
Now I can't see the paper down below.
Just do what I do. Type in what I type in. Negative x squared plus 4.
Correct.
Yeah, what the heck? Whose calculator is this? Can we turn the brightness down?
Yeah.
You can turn the bright
Click second and then click the arrow key down.
Wait,
Yeah, boy.
wait, oh my god, that's
Yeah, there you go.
so cool. Wait, wait, how does?
I don't think it'll do it.
So mine does that now, it's permanently.
Wow,
You
it's
can
so
also turn it
bright
back
now.
up.
Or how do I do that?
You can kill your battery that way. Okay,
Oh, you can?
has everyone got this? Negative x squared plus 4. Yes? I'm gonna go over a couple other things as well. Now, say your window is messed up from the last problem you did. Maybe you made it, you changed the window like what we talked about. To reset it, I'm gonna hit zoom 6 standard. So that's gonna reset my window. Zoom, the center button here, 6. Okay, well, that's fine too. Oh, look at that nice bridge. Oh my gosh, come on, guys.
Do you want mine, T-Val?
Why would we ever do that? It's so
Wait,
weird.
what was the equation?
Yeah, I'm not dealing with
Tyler,
this.
Tyler, what was the equation?
Oh, I know where.
We're gonna try to go.
Wait, why is mine deformed?
Guys, relax, 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 relax.
We don't know how to relax.
Okay. Negative x squared plus 4. If your parabola is opening up, you probably forgot to put the negative sign. Negative x squared plus 4.
I gotta change my window. This is not-
Okay, you don't need to change it. You can reset it. That's why I went over this by doing zoom 6 standard. That resets your window to the standard dimensions.
Wait, where's the standard? Why is it 6?
I don't know. I didn't program these things.
Yeah, I did.
So we should all be here.
No, but Tyler, look what my calculator does.
No, what's the, no, what
Look,
calculators?
I plugged this in right, okay, and when I do this.
No, you didn't. You didn't do squares.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
How is that my fault? What? No, it's a little off.
Because you did x to the 4th power. Come on, people.
X
Yes.
squared. That's what square means. Wait, what is resetting it to?
Resetting it just changed the window back to negative 10, positive 10, negative 10, positive 10. Okay.
I'm not gonna remember what we calculated.
Is anyone not here? Now, we're looking for the X intercepts, yes?
Yes, sir.
So let's zoom in a little bit on those guys. So I'm gonna go back to zoom and I'm gonna hit 2 or go into zoom in. And I'm gonna hit enter. It's asking where do I want to zoom in? I want to zoom in right at the origin. I'm gonna hit enter and I get a little closer view. And that's good for us because we want to find those X intercepts. No, I want this. Okay, are we here?
Yes, sir.
Zoom and then zoom in.
Zoom and then 2.
Two.
2 and positive 2?
It's all right.
Are you joking?
Zoom.
Is that what they mean?
I have better colors.
Okay, is anyone not here? Okay. We're looking for the X intercepts. There's another function, Luca, with our calculator where we can determine where the parabola crosses the X axis. We're going to go back to our calc function. So I'm going to do second calc. So far, we've used the maximum function, but now we're going to go to 0. Like I said, another name for the X intercept is 0. So that's what the calculator uses. So I'm going to hit 2 or scroll down to 2 and hit enter. And it's going to ask us the same sort of questions as it did when we were trying to find the maximum. What's the left bound?
I can't find the window.
I know. So I don't have anyone's eyes. Okay. So that makes me have to say the same thing over and over again. I have a really defined way that I want to do this. So Luca brings up a good point. When we do this, sometimes it's hard to find the cursor. And that's where you guys need to look at the calculator and see where the cursor currently is. The cursor currently is blurry,
I got 0.
Oh, I don't have that.
is 0, 4. So it's like way up here somewhere.
At the top of the graph.
So I want it to go down here. So I'm going to hit my left arrow and move it over. See how it's, the Y is moving down and the X is moving over.
I don't have this numbers, but I found it.
Oh, I see
Great.
mine.
No, it's because
And then.
And
like
there
enter.
it appears. So we're looking for the left bound. So I need to go to the left side of my X intercept. So there's my X intercept somewhere there. I'm going to go to the left side of it, hit enter. Now it's asking for the right side. I'm going to click over and get to the right side using my arrows. Enter. It's asking us to make a guess. I'm going to go in between the window that I just created using the left bound and right bound. It doesn't matter, just somewhere in there. And there it is,
wait, what were you pressing to make it?
the arrow keys
No, but to make it like do that line thing.
to do the line thing.
Enter.
Equals -2.
Well,
Mine
mine
does-
starts
mine doesn't
working
make
when I
lines.
do that.
I'm so good at this. So well.
So a solution to this equation, one of them is -2. We would do the same process for this one over here, but I think we can all assume that it's going to be +2. So going back to my question, y equals -x squared, the solution is x equals +2 and -2. Oh, it's the same one that we had before.
Tyler,
Yes.
on your calculator, you can, there's like a tracer that goes into the center of it when you're done. You can just trace it all the way over to when the line intercepts.
Yeah, but is it perfectly at 0? Y equals 0?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's another way to do it. Cool. So we're gonna practice this calculator work today
Instead of making the table.
instead of making the table. Yes. Okay,
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know, like in high school, are they gonna expect us to do most of this on our calculator? I know it just like depends, but like you were in high school.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna, you can't forget this stuff.
No, but or is it, what if you like prefer making tables? Can you like make a table or?
I'll let you have that conversation with your next math teacher.
Please stop me.
Oh my God.
Okay, last set of notes is right here.
Oh, right.
So far, we've dealt with 2 solutions because the graph has crossed the x-axis in 2 different places. That's not always going to be the case. Let me- Okay, if your line touches the x-axis only once, there's only one solution, as it does in this example here. If your parabola doesn't cross the x-axis at all, there is no solution. So moving forward, it's going to be asking you to solve these quadratic equations. And there are 3 options. Sometimes there's 2 solutions. Sometimes there's only 1. Sometimes there's no solution at all. And when we're talking about graphing, this is how each one plays out. How many times it touches the x-axis.
This is weird.